tell them to allow me now. Blouse and skirts. Yeah. In my bed me there. I come from work an hour ago. And by the time I get myself in order, get myself washed up and spread out and all these things, the only place to go is to my bed. So good night, lovely people. How you doing? How was your day? I want to spend on Monday. Is everything good? You don't know? You know somebody ain't go on my bed. You know somebody ain't go sleep. Yeah. I for get up, go tie up my ear. You know ever can't find no tired yet? But I can't find me tired. I can't find one silk scarf. Can't you believe it? I come and I look for one. I'm in no wait there. I think me left it downstairs. I think me maybe put it in the wash. One of me wear all the time. Probably put it in the wash. So probably downstairs. I'm now go down there, you know. So I can't sleep with my ears. So cause while me asleep, I go keep on a lay down upon the pieces I hear them. And next thing you know, me might end up jot some of the dreads. But me I wait and see if Durban, yeah, man. Me now come off of the live until me see Durban come. Alright, see him there? Durban! Are you me that wait for it now? Oh, Jesus, have mercy, God. Me that wait for you, Durban. I see you come. Yeah. You come quick, though. Anywho, you kind of come quick. But... Durban! Eh? What you want name? What at the Melbourne? I know you may I wait pan. May I wait pan Joseph right now. May I wait pan Joseph for forward. I may I wait pan Legend. Anytime Legend come on, me cut off the live. Anytime Legend come, the live done. So may I wait pan Legend. If you don't see him up there.
You don't know me, I watch you.
And a long time me upon the live, so I can't long time you watch me.
A long time I watch you. Master, I talk about Joseph. Master, me catch you in the act.
You catch me in the act? You don't catch me in the act yet. Legend, what's up?
I'm good, how are you?
Happy Monday, love bug. What's going on with you? Me say.
Yeah.
But just come from work an hour ago, you know. Yeah, you know, so North Carolina get kind of warm in the daytime, and then as soon as night come, the cold. Omar, what's up? How you doing? Happy Monday night to you, love. Eh? Where's the Legend?
No, Mr. Farid, it warms up in the days. In the days down there, it go like in the high 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And down in the night, it drop down in the 30s.
Up here, you go up like in the 40s, 50s. Sometimes you're cracking at the 60s. And then as soon as say 5:30, the temperature starts dropping again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It drops precipitously.
Exactly. By the time it gets dark, it is cold again.
Yeah, at around 4:30 going forward,
it start going down.
The
temperature starts going.
The light goes away. It gets dark from the time.
Oh yeah. It get dark early, and the daylight come out late in the mornings. Because when I leave go work like 6:30, it's dark.
The days are much shorter.
Mm-hmm. It's dark. But what can we do? You know what I was hoping for, Legend?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that in March, them change back the time and leave it like that forever, or they just don't bother change it back, just leave the time like it is right now.
Oh, you want them to get rid of the daylight saving?
Just get rid of it. It's too much. It's annoying. Not you, Durban. Just get rid of it. Eh?
Daylight saving time too now.
Where's about daylight saving time?
Jamaica used to use daylight saving.
I know. Jamaica stopped that since when? 1983 or something? 83, in 93, somewhere around there. So I know Jamaica stopped that foolishness long time. Just leave the time one way. There ain't no slaves anymore. Nobody gotta ensure that any slave work whatever hours. Whatever the time you gotta go to work, that's the time. We don't need no massa time going back and massa time going forward.
Yeah, imagine them thief 1 hour Friday when
Exactly. When they are light out early, then put back the time so you can work more.
so let's take over.
Oh my goodness, we have been through it. Our ancestors have been through it, I tell you. They have been through it. So we've been up. No, they're not. They weren't planning on doing that. They want to get the maximum out of you for nothing. For nothing. Yeah. Not true, Bruce.
That's why I've been normally skiff low the hour.
Yeah,
the time change. Skiff low the 1 hour.
Yes, stifle out the hour.
Skiff it out.
Yeah.
Skiff.
Yes, you stifle it. A stifle or stifle. You stifle it out.
Skiffel. Skiffle.
SKIFFEL. How would that word come from?
So I just made all of my products, and of course I
Hold on.
I don't think it's that word.
Hold on. Let me check on my phone.
No, it's not a word. I'm just spelling it for the purpose of you understanding what I'm saying.
Me get what you say, but me don't know if me. Hold on. Cause you're a big speller, you know. So me have to keep track. Oh, skiffle, one kind of music. Oh, one kind of folk music. Oh, first me hear it, but thank you for telling me. Thank you for enlightening me. All right, so good. So Legend, what are you up to today? Nothing?
I cook some gungo rice and beans and some curry, some fish. Yeah.
What? Curry fish? That sounds good with gungo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rice and gungo. That sounds really good.
Yeah. I'm thinking that what I should have done was I should have added coconut.
I love their garden
You should have added what?
Coconut to the fish.
Of course, yes. You can't cook gungo and rice and peas and have the coconut. I want to go on there, sir. You ever hear nothing like this, people? You cannot cook gungo rice and peas, curry fish.
I should have added coconut to the curry and the fish.
Yeah, that you should have do. Whoever did that, share them. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, that you should have do, but it's not too late. Are it too late now? When next time you cook?
The food don't cook already, man. If me cook more fish tomorrow,
Are you probably near me half already?
No.
Oh.
Five pieces of fish.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think you already eat it off.
No, sir. I want whole pot of rice cooking. One whole pot of gungo.
Then yesterday you not tell me, say when you make one whole pot of gungo, you take time near me off.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. One whole pot of rice.
Hey, Colin. How you doing, Colin? Good night to you, my love. Now, so you tell me.
Yeah, one whole pot of gungo. Yeah.
Because when me tell us that me cook my rice and curry chicken, I last me until tomorrow. Yeah. And I mean, I cook no whole heap. Come back, so me I watch my diet. We ate Saturday. We ate yesterday. We ate tonight. And then tomorrow, we are going to eat. We are going to eat the rest. Enough left for tomorrow and the next day. But me not cook again till Wednesday. No, food not done yet.
You don't have fat?
No, me don't have a bean pool.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we not eat a whole ton of food one time. We just ate enough Saturday, enough yesterday, And today me carry Superman, what's up? And today me carry one bowl of soup go work. You know, so me no drink your soup, me no eat ya until me reach back home.
Oh, really? Okay.
Me say me dey work me busy all day.
You weren't in the
If
mood?
eh?
You weren't in the mood?
Yeah, me dey busy, so me dey eat. And when me come home, me warm it up with some of the rice and curry chicken.
Soup, rice, and curry chicken.
Soup with the rice and peas and curry chicken. One nice so.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it.
As they know, say, my grandmother used to tell me, say, when me mix up my food together, my grandmother used to say, I see what your father used to do, because he used to say everything I go one place. So,
Yeah. Same thing my uncle always tell me. So it don't make a difference.
when me mix up the food, my grandmother say,
Yes.
my grandmother used to say, I see everything your father used to do, because he used to mix up all our food together, then he say everything I go one place. So, yeah.
The food don't have many taste. Now it tastes good if you mix it all out together.
Tastes good, man. Try some soup with some rice and peas. Superman.
Put the drinks in the plate.
Yes, Superman, the job do that to you sometime, man. You don't have no time for eat. But me dey have some crackers. So me just eat the crackers and me dey have my big cup of tea. And from there, me I sip my cup of. Me say, you know what me mix up with my tea, legend? Me put one spirit weed tea bag.
Spirit weed tea bag? What
Spirit,
is that?
spirit, you don't know spirit weed?
What's that? First time about it.
You don't know spirit weed?
I look,
I really you know come from country.
I look it right now.
Superman, you know spirit weed? Anybody here know spirit weed? Spirit weed is this very fragrant tea bush, and it grow lower down to the ground. When in their country, you see it a grow like out of common, you see it a grow. Anyway, like you see low grass, you usually see it pop up there. You don't know spirit weed? Yeah, cause me always see when me there country, we usually see it like pan the football field. You will see it pop up on the football field. You will see it pop up like if somebody have like low grass in them yard, you usually see it pop up. You know, usually find it like in a bush. And it named spirit weed. And it grow lower down to the ground, almost like comfrey. You know what comfrey?
It has jagged edges.
Jagged edges, and it's very fragrant. It smells really good.
Okay. I know what you're talking about now, but just look see that way. I'm see it online. Okay.
The spirit weed, yes, man. You get it.
They don't say chemic tea.
Oh, you mean? Yeah,
Yes,
some.
when is it? When did Mr. Trevor? Enough things when they we never know about it now.
Yeah, me grew up drinking spirit weed. So when me see it at the Caribbean store the other day, me not passed it. It was $2 for 2 little stock. But I bought it. Cause you know, it's give me a little nostalgia because it reminds me of my childhood. So me buy it and me dry it and blend it up. And me buy some tea, the empty tea bag, and put it in the tea bag. Tie up and drop in my tea with one. Me make one tea bag with some rosemary. Garf!
Hey, you know which tea me like all like still? The fever wash. Like fragrance.
Oh yeah, like my daughter love every time I say me I gonna make tea, say mommy is it fever grass? Me say no, I seriously. He said no, you don't want tea. Oh, fever grass, then we drink anytime. I always want fever grass tea.
They're really great fragrance. To it.
Me love tea. Me love tea. Cersei tea, comfrey tea, any tea. Tea or tea.
You know, seriously? Growing up, I love Cersei, but
when you get big, you realize they're good for you.
Benefits.
Exactly.
Sugar, we stop drinking the sugar.
That's a coming like me, because I never used to like eat carrot. Me no want carrot, me no want cabbage, me no want chocho, me no eat pumpkin and then something there. And when you realize, oh wow, the benefits of it, you know.
Right now, one day is one by one cold press juicer.
One cold press juicer. Where you want juicer for do?
Juicing.
So why not just eat the food? Eat the fruits.
Yeah, and everything you can eat. Like, I would never eat kale.
Me not like it, but me eat it. Me always say kale no belong nowhere but in the trash.
But if it juices with other things, we'll drink it.
Yeah, if you look up the benefits of kale, you will see say, boy, it belongs in your belly, not in the trash.
Yeah.
And me always
The best way to process kale is when you kill the package, you wash it and just throw it in the garbage.
I try to get
Yeah. Take it to the package, you wash it, and just throw
I
it.
try to try. Me always make one joke about that pan the loo. Me always make one joke about that pan line. About kale. No, it belong in the trash.
Yeah.
But kale good for you, man. Garf, what's up?
Yeah, that is why most people juice it, you know. It's
Yeah,
horrible. It's horrible tasting.
you have to cut it up fine. Cut it up fine. Let me tell you, fine. And then use it to make one salad with like cranberry. We like cranberry and so it tastes good. A friend of mine from Panama introduced me to it like that. And I love it. And when we take them out of my garden, when we just saute it, and add like raisins to it. It tastes good. Because when you're chewing on it, you get the taste of the raisins. So it not taste too bad.
No. You see the underlying taste, I like it. Which is why I'm saying, I would prefer to like juice it with like pineapple and like apple and stuff there, and try to mask the taste and think myself. And at the same time, there's no heat applied to it, so I'm getting the full nutrients from it.
Okay, and if you think about the benefits of it, you won't even think about not wanting to eat it.
I want kale horrible, man.
Kale good for you. Me plant some lettuce round the back. You talk about horrible. Me eat the kale them any day. Me plant some lettuce round the back. Them bitter like a cow. Me tell you, say, me plant some lettuce round the back. When me tell you, say, lettuce them bitter. Me say, what do them lettuce them bitter so? I want to see them one pan light. Me say, oh, I must make them stay too long. Me say, you know what the people what the farmers do to the lettuce them in the store? When me tell, me say, legend the lettuce them bitter, them. Me say, no sir. Like them must like rinse them out or something.
Some kind of seed propagation.
Then do something to it.
Genetically modify it.
So it me I said, and I saw it lettuce bitter. And I say yes, the kid, but them do something to it. The one when I put in the store, them do something to it, make it not so bitter. Jesus.
And it depends on which lettuce you have. So if I the iceberg lettuce and the other one, and the romaine lettuce.
I don't know. Anytime you plant lettuce, you want back them bitter like a girl.
Which one did you plant? The iceberg lettuce?
It's sorry. He lettuce them bitter like a poison. No, sir. Not at all. Not again.
Not in my cabinet.
Not in my cabinet at all. Lettuce them bitter like what? No, sir. Me have to go figure out how I do to them and do it to mine. If you make them not so bitter. And see if you have to soak them in a must vinegar or something. To get out the bitterness out of them or something like so.
Yeah.
Garf. Okay, Garf. I appreciate you, my love. I appreciate you. How you doing? What's going on up there in a cool Mandeville? What's going on? How you doing?
Yeah. Stop use stale news and give yourself over here.
Where's the legend?
Stop use stale news and give yourself over here.
Love me now.
Stop it.
Yeah, sell out, you know.
No, I'm telling you, don't do that. It makes no sense.
Yeah, sell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sell out. Trust me.
You're my friend, isn't it? Stop it from the wrong thing.
Yeah. You see all them fired over California?
Yeah.
What a church have you say about them fired over California?
My church?
What the church? The church. Because me know so the church have a lot to say about, you know, natural.
I don't know. I have not heard any official position from me hear people talk you know. Me hear one man they on live at our boss boy the rapture so happened. The rapture happened around when Donald Trump go in the office and them thing. So me hear after things.
Me say them people that can't chat rubbish. They remind me, Mr. Gar, the people that remind me of when Y2K. When 2000, the year 2000 was coming, me say the people them getting a one piece of a frenzy. The people them see how the world are going to end and God are going to come. People start giving what they have.
You remember when some people they kill themselves?
People,
You remember when they kill themselves when 2000 they come?
Which one them that? Are the one them up at Texas? One whole cult.
Yeah.
And the one of them drink sitting and go lay down in a purple clothes. In a purple and black clothes. Me never for that one day. But I remember there was a cult group. There was a cult group a while back that all of them together decided that they were going to go somewhere. Me have to say somewhere because me don't know. Yeah, they decided that they were going to answer to the spiritual calling, and all of them dress up in a like purple and black tracksuit and the same kind of sneakers and everything, and they all drank whatever it is that they drank, and everybody did. Like, I'm gonna tell you, religion is a very, very powerful tool, you know. A very powerful tool that is used to shape the social structure of any society. Religion. Because when people start thinking religiously, especially when you see they go down that rabbit hole into a cult, you can't get them back, you know. They are a lost soul. Believe me. People lose everything rational. They are no longer thinking in practical terms. People starting to think in all these fantasy and all of these make believe, and you can't tell them say that no make no sense. Sometimes you have to just work. You have to just go on with them, because if you tell them what them are saying no make no sense, it might cause hard feelings. So you just flow with them, make them go and make them believe so them must make sense. Don't you, Kevin? Yeah, but if you look at it, that is where religion takes people. You lose our sense of rational thoughts. And it seems like you deliberately surrender those rational thoughts and accept this bunch of irrational.
Well, I'm not sure what it is that you're referring to as irrational thoughts, but I believe, for the most part,
you believe, say what?
Actually, I believe for the most part that the persons who become you'd become say fanatics in terms of religion, and then fall into like cult-like behavior, and then normally like Christianity though.
You say Christianity is not a cult?
No.
Oh.
I don't think it qualifies
With,
for
with,
that.
with all them denomination will fall on Christianity. I wonder why you don't think it is a cult. But all of them, all religions are a matter of fact, if you ask me, all of them is a cult. Every last one.
If
Some
you're thinking about the word, if you think about the word occult,
the word of what? Oh, in there.
I'm saying if you think about the word occultic from which the word is derived, then no, not all religions are occultic.
Okay, so what would make a religion not qualify as a cult when them have all the hallmarks of a cult, when they have all these ideologies that people feel obligated to surrender to and to be a part of and to separate themselves from others and other existing ideologies and just follow this one path. And usually they have a leader who is the one guiding their thoughts, because it's usually, if the leader says it is so, then it is so. So they see this person as sort of their moral representative, just like how the people back in the Bible saw Moses as them moral authority then. So everything they would go to Moses, and whatever Moses said, that's what the people worked with. No matter how ridiculous it seemed, they worked with it. When Moses said to them, God said, bring all of your gold, bring everything, come and let us build a tabernacle to worship him. The people them not ask no question. They just take off them jewel. They just carry every precious stone they had, everything. So much so that after a while, Moses said to them, so no can't carry no more. We have enough. We have way more than enough, and don't carry anymore. The people didn't stop to ask any question. They didn't stop to think that, oh well, we are still traveling. We are still like nomads. We still don't have an abiding place yet. Why would God tell us already to build this tabernacle on a land that isn't even ours yet? You know, it's not even ours, but we're gonna build this tabernacle here. And the people didn't ask. They just built it. Later on, them have to pick up tabernacle and walk, travel with tabernacle, and God a strike man dead because the tabernacle a turn over and him touch the tabernacle and all them foolishness there. Touch the ark of the covenant.
So the occult, in terms of the definition, right? Basically refers to it is a category of esoteric and supernatural beliefs and practices which generally fall outside the scope of organized religion. So occultic behavior and religious behavior are not the same. Two completely different categories.
Oh, really? So you are telling me if they must say religion, then it's not a cult? Forward out here, so yeah. Let me see my friend Shala Box. Let me see my healthy body friend Shala Blocks there. So Shala, are you that? Are you that, my healthy body friend?
Where's Shala?
I'm gonna see Mr. Shala yes, just now. Me see him body, I'm body, me see.
Oh.
It's what me I talk about.
Yeah, the popular body.
Then what me have to do? Then all me can do is look, you know. That's all me can do is look. So me have to feed me eye them. You see there? I see me get one TikTok. Thank you, Shala. Thank you, my love. How you doing? At Jamaica, you do I get the people them. They I get the people them fit. Can me think me did see our video earlier. In that Jamaica. In live in New York, but I could swear send there Jamaica right now. Or him did do a video at Jamaica and him come back. You see me I do one video of Jamaica like if people them exercise. I look like Jamaica. But me don't know. I would have missed yesterday. Lady B official, bless up a nice clean self. How you doing, my love? You know, say I come tonight if you come read. If you come read a book here. Come and if you finish reading a book here before the week out, you know. I mean, if you finish reading it for Uno, because I don't read it already. I just need to finish reading it for Uno. You did listen to the reading last night, Legend?
Yeah, I remember I came over while you were reading initially. And when I came off, when I jumped off, I was listening to it for a second, but the whole of love it of business, you know.
I don't like the one of love it up. You don't like the one of love it up business. Well, me have to love the lovey-dovey business. The only lovey-dovey business me get, so me have to take it.
Yeah, well, you need some real love, man. That's why that now work.
All right, see there, shall I say I'm there Jamaica from the 24th until the 10th. So I did for yesterday and come back. Yeah, me know, because I know some see me that do some exercise, some people and look like Jamaica.
Well, we can go to Jamaica, but
I like me a rap bat. We can't go I'm from North Carolina, I to Jamaica not cheap, you know. Not true, Sparkle. Yeah, from here to Jamaica not cheap. When you plan to go to Jamaica, you have to make plans, you know, you have to have money, you know. Yeah, you have to sit down and save. Oh, are you that Legend? Yeah, you have to save money and plan. Legend, can't turn off your phone. Yeah, you have to make big plans, man, when you go to Jamaica. Because it's not cheap. You know, you can't go to Jamaica and see your people them. You go, you know, have nothing to put in their hand. You understand? So sometimes it's better if you just send a little change go and about spending money, pay a plane fare and buy this and buy that for go. You just send the money and make them go and help themselves. Watch out. I say, I love me ear, people. I say, I love me ear. You see it? You see it, Shala? Thank you so much, my love. You see how the ear are going with itself? See how the ear they are grow? Watch out. Ear are grow like crazy, man. Like crazy. Wow, somebody if you grab a handful of it right now. But anyway, that way I talk about. You can't only look. Oh gosh. Me know you can't only look. Sparkle muffin, how you doing? Me know you can't only look, me love. Just pull up your eyes, them. Trev, you need to behave yourself. Sparkle, Sparkle. Tell me say you don't hear me. Tell me say you don't hear me. I misbehave. Oh my goodness. Tell me you don't hear me. I misbehave. Oh Jesus. Yes, sir. When you can't get none, you just make joke out tight, yeah, man. Like when I read the book here, so when you can't get it, you say just as you go under the cover. Oh my goodness. Me there should I not go and cover too, because I have people in work tomorrow morning. But me say, I have to at least read if it's even one chapter out of the book here tonight. Right, good as? I have to read if I even one chapter out of the book here tonight. Because this book here, Lethal Seduction, this book here is the bomb, may I tell you now. Nacho, you're going under the cover. You're going under the cover to Shala. Yeah, man, I feel cry on it. See me, I cry on it, my cover here, so. If you come get myself nice and warm. Me warm, me not have to stand on the cover. If you even not like the cover, me warm, but me have to put myself in a position where me can just fling off the J Princess, what sweet yo? J Princess. What sweet you, ma'am? What sweet you? Good as me good, you know. You know, so me come from the people them work. I'ma get myself in order. I'ma come lay down here, so coming to come read the book, but you not help me to behave. You not make me misbehave. I don't know, so I don't want to misbehave. Right, J Princess? I'm not supposed to misbehave, right? I'm a well-behaved person. But before I go sleep, I have got to read. Who wasn't at the reading last night? Who wasn't at the reading last night? Yeah, I have to read. Me look like an African princess. Yeah, man. But if we continue reading, all right, a bedtime story time. Adults only. Bedtime. Good girl gone bad. You hear what them say about me, J Princess? Them say good girl gone bad. You see me ear just a fall around my face. Princess. I can't with you. I can't with you. You see me ear? You know, we should dread your ear too, not true? Watch out. I have enough ear, so. Anyway, I go read because I have to put Sparkle to bed. You know what I say, Sparkle? What I can't get, me just read about it. Not true, Princess. The reading perk you up. I did see a book from last night, you know. Say me can't blanket for the people them job. No, sir. You must have mad. I be want the people them fire. No, baby love. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Yes, my ear look nice. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Well, me I go read the book here. What did I read from last night? May I continue reading it before the week is done? We want to finish reading this book called Lethal Seduction by Jackie Collins. All right, we're upon chapter 41. Tafari, bless up yourself. Chapter 41. Antonio the Panther Lopez had greased back, dark hair, a cocky grin, several prominent gold teeth, and an attitude of complete confidence. The champ ain't got no chance with me, he said, sitting with Madison on a bench at his training camp, his manager and handlers hovering nearby. What's that? She asked, studying his sharply chiseled face, thick bull neck, and muscled shoulders, bull neck. That does sound like a nice way to describe somebody. So them have bull neck? Really? But anyway, mentally preparing the way she would describe him in the article she would write. 'Cause I've gotta kick his sorry ass like it ain't never been kicked before, Antonio boasted. Really? You got it. Childhood dream to be a champion? He screwed up his face. Never had no frickin' childhood. How come? My old man didn't think I needed one. Why? 'Cause he kept me working with him. Working. And he was a freaking handyman to rich assholes in Mexico City. This book just takes away my inhibitions. Trust me. But anyway, let me continue. You didn't enjoy working with your dad? I was freaking 10 for Christ's sakes. Tough life, huh? That's how I learned That's how I learned to kick any motherfucker's ass. Tonio, said his manager, a fat middle-aged man in a crumpled suit, hurriedly stepping nearer. Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy. This is a nice lady from a classy magazine. Fuck, fuck. I'm sorry, guys. Fuck nice, Antonio said fiercely. Being nice never got me nothing but dog shit in this life. Antonio is mad. Antonio is mad. He says, fuck nice. Being nice, it never got me shit in this life. It never got me nothing but dog shit in this life. Tonio, his manager pleaded, sweat dripping from his brow. Calm. Relax. Save the anger for tomorrow night. Antonio gave a crafty grin, stood up, and stretched. He wore striped green shorts, a loose tank top, and silver running shoes. Around his neck there were several gold chains. Two of them had diamond-studded medallions hanging from them. She don't mind, he said. She'd be cool, right, lady? Right, right, Madison agreed, glancing around to see if Jake had arrived. It was about time he got there, because he was missing out on some of the good shots. Besides, even though she had decided to have nothing more to do with him, she was still waiting to see what he had to say. Better concentrate on Antonio, she thought. Better not let my mind wander. She had a strong suspicion that if Antonio did win the title, he'd soon become impossible to deal with. He was a true character, the man who would be champ. There was no doubt that the fame and attention would get to his head and explode. The time to get to him was now, before the explosion. She had arrived in Vegas late the previous night, taken a cab from the airport to her hotel, and fallen straight into bed, ready for an early morning interview at the Panthers training camp. Jamie was on her mind. After Kim's departure, they had sat up all night talking. What am I going to do? Jamie had wailed over and over again. What the hell am I going to do? Confront him, Madison had suggested. Go home and tell him that you know everything. Then give him a chance to explain. Explain what? Jamie had yelled angrily. That is fucking a guy. Imagine being with your husband, then to find out, say, your mate is not a woman, but your mate is a man. What a fart. Ain't that something? Show him the photos. He'll only deny. But you have all the proof you could ever need. I can't take a confrontation. You know that. All I want is out. Come on, Jamie. You still have to face him. Why? Because you share a life together. You share an apartment. You have possessions together. Everything. You must go home and make him realize it's over. If you are absolutely sure that's what you want. No, no, Jamie said. I'm longing to continue sharing my husband, but not with a man. And then she'd burst into tears. Fuck him. I hate that prick. See him again. She had stayed the night at Madison's. When Peter had called looking for her, they had let the answering machine pick up. Madison had taken off for the airport the next morning, leaving Jamie in her apartment, intruding on her thoughts, because if you do, you would win big. I don't bet. How is that? Only losers gamble. Antonio roared with laughter, gold teeth catching the sunlight. The sunlight. Bullcrap, baby. Bet on me, and you're gonna be a winner. Thanks, but no thanks, she said, thinking that she had better get out and get on with the interview. She never prepared set questions, preferring to let her subject take her wherever he or she wanted to go, which is why she liked to conduct interviews over several sessions. That way, the subjects became comfortable with her and subsequently let their guard down. It seemed Antonio didn't need any persuading to do that. He was all mouth. He peered at her, narrowing his eyes. You got a reputation, lady. So do you, she countered. My manager checked you out. Likewise. And what you find out, he said, challenging her. I wish goods and content. I wish goods and content regulated over here. Why TikTok send me this a message? So my content good, goods and regulation. TikTok, go and go sit on one side. I'm move from myself. This is adult space. You don't belong here. This is adult space. My manager checked you out. Likewise. And what do you find out? He said, challenging her to come up with something new. That you're 23 years old and already have 3 children by 3 different women, and that you don't plan on marrying any of them. Marriage is shit, he said, looking disgusted. Why? You're a smart lady. You gotta know why. Kaizen, what's up? Tell me. Tell me. Well, things get stale. Really? How would you know that? A sly grin. Who wants to fuck the same woman night after night after night? Her manager audibly groaned. Were your parents happy? Happy shit, he said. My mama worked her ass off into the grave, and my old man did the nasty with anyone he could find. So it seems that their relationship colored your view of marriage. Huh? He said blankly. She changed directions. What about love? She asked coolly. I want me to put that at 21 and over there. Eh? Hold on there. Winsome! I don't know. I can't find no. I can't find nothing but no 21 and over. Maybe when I start the live again the next. Over, what's up? I don't know if I put no 21 and over. I don't know if I put him in love. Garf, what's up? Winsome! Winsome, say you love the book. Yes, Winsome. Yes, Winsome, I love the book for you. Yeah, I love it. The book will go on with itself. Right, Kaizen? Let me continue. I'm going to continue reading here. How many did reach? His manager audibly groaned. Were you... Oh, me passed this already. Were your parents happy? Happy? Shoo, he said. My mama worked her ass off right into the grave, and my old man, he did the nasty with anyone he could find. So it seems that their relationship colored your view of marriage. Huh? He said blankly. She changed directions. What about love? She asked coolly. Love? Antonia laughed derisively. That's something women made up, like some big freaking fake trip. So you have never been in love? I love my kids, he said indignantly. They are part of me. The good part? Maybe, he said, throwing her a suspicious glare. Out of the corner of her eyes, she observed Jake pulling up in his truck. He had a girl with him, a young blonde with a body to die for and cute little pigtails. The girl jumped out of the truck and began unloading camera equipment. Antonio took one look at her and exaggeratedly licked his thick lips. Maybe pray for you. You need to win the lotto for me and you. The book have a buzz win some. The book coming like numbers. The book here coming like the book of numbers. It have a buzz. Antonio took one look at her and exaggeratedly licked his thick lips. Mama, Mama, he crooned. Who is the fox that crows in the ass huggers? Never want to miss out on a pertinent question. Madison quickly asked, "Do you prefer your women black or white?" Long as they got a cunt, Antonia snickered. Hey, 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 Jake said, strolling over and zeroing in on her. You came without me. Thought we were supposed to do this together. Sorry, she answered vaguely. I was under the impression you'd be arriving earlier. Why? I just was. And before she could help herself, she found herself saying, Who's the girl? Oh, Trini, she's my temporary assistant, daughter of a friend of mine. It's her first job. How nice, she said, thinking. Trust Jake to hire an assistant with a body that belongs in Playboy. Don't tell me you're jealous, he said, grinning. She's just a kid. Are you insane? Before he could answer, Antonia's manager stepped between them. You the photographer? He inquired. Jake nodded. Make sure there are no right shots, the manager ordered, still strutting profusely. Catch from the left and no crotch shots, okay? All right. Excuse me? Jake said. He is overendowed in that area, the manager explained. Sorta. Let's not emphasize it. Of course, Jake said, winking at Madison, letting her know exactly what shot she'd go for. And when Antonia saw it, he'd probably love it. Hey, cutie, Antonia said, attempting to make time with the pigtail blonde, who was now busy stacking film. How do you like to play sucky face with the future champ? The girl blushed, a genuine pink-cheeked blush. I could show you things you ain't never gonna see through a camera. Antonia continued with a lewd wink. The, the blonde blushed a deeper red. She couldn't have been more than 17. When some of them are going with themselves, Sister Winsome. Antonio, Jake said, introducing himself to the young boxer. I'm Jake Sicker, taking photos for Manhattan Style. Any objections if I just keep snapping away while you talk? Then maybe we can plan a more formal shot for later today. Yeah, man, go for it, Antonia said, beaming. I got that photogenic thing going on anyway. Even my ass look good. He's too much. How fortunate for you, Madison interjected dryly, thinking that this was turning out to be not such an ordinary interview after all. Antonio was setting himself up. She wasn't. She wasn't putting the words in his mouth. By noon, she had more outrageous quotes than she could handle, and Jake was capturing some interesting shots as Antonio went about his business, flirting outrageously with the pigtailed blonde, working out with a sparring partner in the outdoor ring, jogging around the property with two of his handlers, then eating a hearty late breakfast of steak, eggs, and a mountain of fruits. After a while, Antonia's manager suggested that Madison and Jake return later. He's in training for the biggest fight of his life, the man explained. Gotta make sure he concentrates. He doesn't seem to think he'll have any problem winning, Madison remarked. My boy's had 33 fights and has never lost one, the manager said proudly. Knocked his opponents out every single time. This kid's like a meteor rising. He's gonna take it all the way. Well, 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 I'm very flattered you allowed us to be here today, Madison said. Come back around 4, the manager said. You can talk to him some more while your photographer gets the cover shot. Madison thought. Victor has promised them a cover. Well, the way Antonia's talking, there is no doubt that's what it will be. Winner take all, including the cover. While Jake's cute assistant was packing up, he made his way over to Madison. In spite of herself, she liked the way he looked, lean and lanky and sexy. No, she told herself sternly, don't even think about it. Where are you off to now? He asked. Meeting Natalie for lunch, she said, trying to avoid contact with his appealing brown eyes. Natalie's here? She's covering the fight for her show. Right now, she's over at the Champs training compound. Can I join you for lunch? I don't think so, Jake, she said, shaking her head. Natalie and I have a lot of catching up to do. I'm still being punished, huh? He said. She threw him a quizzical look. Punished? She said. For what? I know you're mad. I know how mad you were the other day, and you are right. We did have a great time together, and maybe that's why I don't call. Excuse me? It's difficult, Madison, he said restlessly. Every time I get close to somebody, something bad happens, and I don't want anything bad happening to you. Oh, she said, that's a new one. Usually it's, I can't see you again because you're too good for me. How come you didn't use that one? Now listen to me, he said, staring at her intently. I'm sorry I left. Even sorrier I didn't call. I know I made a big mistake. How about we get together for dinner tonight and talk about it? For a moment she was flustered. Her immediate desire was to say yes, but every instinct warned her to say no. Look, she said finally, we'll meet back here later and discuss it then. I guess that's a no, huh? He said. It's a maybe, she countered. He stared at her intently. How do I turn a maybe into a yes? You've had your chance, Jake. Yeah, I know. And I had a chance in LA too, and I blew it. Now I get a second chance in New York, and I blew that one as well. How about making Vegas the lucky charm? We'll see, she said, getting into a rented car, thinking that he had no chance because she wasn't about to get hurt a second time. And he would hurt her. He was obviously that kind of guy. I'll see you later, he said. Sure, she said with a dry smile, adding a silent, I won't hold my breath. Jamie bestowed one of her special smiles on the portly man behind the reservations desk, and even though the flight was overbooked, he managed to find her a seat. Thank you, she murmured graciously, a vision dressed in her long blue cashmere coat, and with her faintly tousled short blonde hair and her luminescent skin. The man nodded and wondered what it would be like to be in bed with a princess like this, with her high cheekbones and luscious full lips. All these people think about everybody. As soon as they look at everybody, they start thinking about bedding them. Like, what? He watched her walk away, sadly acknowledging that he would never find out. Jamie boarded the plane and found herself sitting next to a black woman who was deeply engrossed in a book of supernatural powers. She was relieved, for she knew without a doubt that had it been a man seated next to her, he would have come up with some lame excuse to talk to her all the way to Nevada. Yes, she was on her way to Vegas, and Peter didn't know. Peter had no clue. Peter, without whom she hadn't made a move since they were married, was in for an enormous shock. She had stayed in Madison's apartment after Madison had left. Peter had called several times looking for her, but she had ignored his messages on the answering machine. Let him sweat. She didn't care. She was too furious to care. He was such a lying, cheating, dishonest son of a bitch, and she didn't care if she never saw him again. Not only had Kim supplied photographs, but there were also tape recordings of his intimate cell phone conversations with his male lover, whom she had found out was a young up and coming Wall Street broker named Brian. As soon as she had made up her mind what her next move was going to be, she had called Anton at the office. "Where are you, dear heart?" he had said. "Peter's having a cow. I understand you did not come home last night, you naughty little girl. Tell Peter," she had said slowly, "that maybe his good friend Brian will be able to find out where I am. And you can also tell him that he'll be hearing from my lawyers." "What is going on?" Anton asked, his ears lighting up. "I'm taking a leave of absence," she had replied. "Don't expect me back in the office for a while. A long while." "But darling," Anton had started to object. "Trust me," she had said firmly, because nobody was changing her mind. "I need this break." Now, as she sat on the plane, she knew exactly what the break was going to consist of. One wild weekend in Vegas, where she'd celebrate Madison's birthday, and when she was finished partying, she would Chris Phoenix. I don't know when me say what I mean, right? Jamie was a girl who knew how to get the perfect revenge. Lordy, 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 lordy. It is what it is. I don't want to hear more. I want me to read one more chapter. Let me see what time it is. All right, one more chapter. One more chapter before I get myself together and go to my bed. I'm working in the morning. Because I'm anxious to hear what Rosarita. I don't want to hear what Rosarita do with her husband. I'm anxious to know. I know already, but I don't know yet. Right, Superman? Rosarita stared at the girl in the blue cashmere coat sitting across the aisle from her on the American Airlines plane, and she hated her. She was the kind of blonde who really considered herself hot shit. The kind of blonde Joel might like to hang with. The thing that infuriated Rosarita more than anything was that the girl was obviously a natural blonde. BITCH. Rosarita picked up her glass of champagne and orange juice and downed it. Then she buzzed the flight attendant to bring her another one. Dexter was snoozing beside her. How could he sleep on a plane? Didn't he know it could crash? Hurtling them all to a fiery and unwelcomed death. What a moron! She'd be so glad to be rid of him. Chaz and Varumba were sitting one row in front of them. How dumb of Chaz to bring his stupid living stripper female dog. And that she called Varumba, you know. Didn't he know Vegas was jam-packed with strippers? Bringing Varumba was like taking a Hershey bar to a chocolate factory. Dumb, dumb, dumb. They were going first to LA because Chaz had decided He wanted to spend the night there and have dinner at the fabled Spago, Aspago or Spago, Spargo in Beverly Hills. There's a Spargo in Las Vegas, Rosa Rita had pointed out. Well, it's not the same, Chaz had said. In Beverly Hills, we are gonna see movie stars. What's a big fucking deal? Rosarita didn't need to see movie stars. She had already bagged the son of one of the richest men in America. She wondered what Joel was doing now. Missing her? He probably hadn't even realized she had left. But he would. And when she returned to New York, if all went according to plan, she'd finally be a free woman. And then she could really start living. Joel sat in the limo, grinding his teeth with frustration, waiting for Carrie Anton to put in an appearance. 25 fucking minutes he had sat there, waiting patiently like schmuck of the year. He had made his driver buzz her apartment 3 times, and each time the same answer. I'll be right down. When she finally appeared, it was worth the wait. Miss All-America sexy supermodel with the mane of shining auburn hair, glowing skin, long limbs, and big white teeth. Passers-by on the street stopped to stare. Joel felt a frisson of pride. She was hot, and she was with him. Only temporary. Soon she would be with some teenage delinquent stud, no accounting for some woman's taste. Hi, Jack, she said, climbing into the back of the limo. Jack was the fucking kid. Jack? Jesus Christ. The stuck-up bitch couldn't even remember his effing name. What kind of shit action was this? Joel, he said through clenched teeth. Whatever, she said, exploring the stash of liquor in the side compartment. No champagne? She complained, a small frown creasing her smooth forehead. It's 9 in the morning, he said. So? You want champagne at 9 in the morning? Joel tapped on the tinted glass partition separating them from the driver and told the man to stop at the next liquor store. If the spoiled bitch wanted crystal, that's what she'd get. Baby, Natalie's wide grin lit up the the outside patio of Spargo in Caesar's Palace. Madison gave her a big hug. Natalie squealed with delight. She was a vivacious 5'2" black woman with glowing skin and wide brown eyes. Man, you look great, she exclaimed, stepping back. So do you, Madison said. Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting you to look so good, Natalie said. From what I hear, things are pretty down. Well, that's true, Madison said, shrugging. But you know me, always the survivor. Come on, Natalie said, grabbing her by the arm. I got us a table inside. I'd sooner sit outside and watch the passing crowd. Vegas is a circus, you know. I love the action. Oh, good. Does that mean we can hit the blackjack tables later? Natalie said, approaching the maitre d' and organizing a table for 2 on the patio. Supermom, thank you, sugar. Thank you. I'll watch, Madison said. Given the way my luck's been running, she trailed off as they were seated. Natalie clicked her fingers for a waiter. Drinks, ladies? The waiter asked. He was a would-be actor with tousled, mud-brown hair and a boyish grin. Perrier? Madison said. Same, Natalie said, smiling up at him. And bring us a couple of your delicious pizzas. You got it. Not bad, Natalie said, watching him as he retreated. He's got a nice ass. These people are just oversex. Like, seriously? Do you ever think about anything other than sex? You see the same thing I'm saying? She said, Do you ever think about anything other than sex? Natalie smiled mischievously. Is there anything else? Cute. So, how was Antonio, the panther, or whatever his name is? Major sexist asshole. Figures. While you were with him, I was interviewing the champ. Although, I gotta say, you're once more of a babe. He's not my one, Madison objected. And he's not a babe. He's a dummy. You should hear the crap he spews out of that mouth of his. I mean, where do guys learn such bad behavior? Hey, he must be all of 20, Natalie said. At that age, guys think where their dicks are. That's where their thinking comes from. You get it? That's where their thinking comes from. Hmm. Right, Madison agreed with a dry laugh. I keep forgetting how young he is, young and full of himself. He's convinced he'll win. Whatever gets him through the day. The waiter returned with their drinks, and Natalie bestowed another big smile on him. Flirt? Madison admonished after he left. I can't help it, Natalie giggled. It comes naturally. Tell me about the champ, Madison said, picking up her Perrier and sipping it. Busy black boy doing his Muhammad Ali skrik, Natalie said, waving at an acquaintance. Did he come on to you? No, Natalie exclaimed. He's a Muslim with a knockout babe of a wife who sits silently in the background, completely calm, watching everything. Man, that woman's got digger eyes. He wouldn't dare look at another female. She'd have his balls for breakfast, sprinkled with sugar. So eloquent, Madison said, laughing. I try. And how is the complicated and always interesting love life of Miss Natalie DeBarge? You still seeing the football player? Natalie grinned. You mean Big Luther? Sure, when he's around. A succinct pause. He comes, he goes, if you get my subtle drift. You're not, or you're not so subtle drift. And you? Natalie inquired. Anything new and exciting is the love stakes. Remember I told you Jake Sicker called me? And he was in New York recently, and we had a little interlude. Actually, it was more like a week-long interlude. Girl! Natalie yelled. Don't tell me you finally did it. Shout a little louder, Madison said, frowning. I think there's a couple in the corner who didn't quite hear you. Thank God, Natalie exclaimed. I thought he'd never get you laid again. You're so crude. Never said I wasn't. Jesus. Of course, Natalie mused, waving at another acquaintance. You two always had chemistry. Oh, yeah, there was chemistry, all right, Madison said wryly. After seven great inseparable days and nights, he took off for Paris, and that's the last I heard from him until I ran into him on the street. Unfortunately, I'd already suggested him for this job, so he's here in Vegas, and he wants to have dinner with me tonight. Naturally, I told him no. The waiter returned with two pizzas. May I say that I love your show? He said to Natalie, a lock of tousled hair falling appealingly on his forehead. She grinned, pleased. You may. Are you here for the fight? Isn't everyone? Bruce Willis was in last night, he confided. So was Leonardo DiCaprio. Cool. Will you be interviewing either of them? Well, maybe. I'll be watching. I think he likes you, Madison said as the waiter departed. Cute guy with taste, Natalie said, grinning again. Now back to you. Now, here's the thing. What? When it comes to men, you are too particular. And what exactly does that mean? It means you got to loosen up, girl. The poor guy is probably scared shitless of you. A week in your company is enough to scare anybody. Oh, Christ, Madison said dryly. Exactly what I'm craving. I'm sorry to say this, Maddie, 'cause you know how much I love you. But your extreme smarts intimidate people, especially guys who can't live up to you. Hmm. Madison drawled sarcastically. Maybe I should try to appear dumber. Jake probably figured he couldn't compete, so he took off rather than try. Christ, God, Natalie, am I that bad? Like David, Natalie said, on an unstoppable roll. You see, basically, David knew he wasn't as smart as you, so he ran into the arms of the first dumb blonde he could find. She was his childhood sweetheart, Madison pointed out. Doesn't make her any smarter. Madison sighed. She had had enough of Natalie's dime store philosophy, and I suppose that's why he's begging to come back, she said. Chemistry! Shala. OMG. All these people think about is below their waist. They don't think of nothing else. David, Natalie questioned. Natalie questioned, eyebrows shutting up. Yes, David, believe me, I haven't even begun to tell you all the stuff that's been going on. Well, girl, Natalie said, leaning back in her chair. Enough of this Perrier crap. I think it's time I ordered myself a long, cool martini. Then I'll chill. Then I'm chilling out and listening to everything you have to say. You too, Allah. Thinking below the waist? Oh my. Carrie managed to irritate Joel all the way to the private airstrip where Leon's G4 waited, sitting on the tarmac like a huge, gleaming, predatory bird. He had had the driver stop the limo and purchase a bottle of crystal. Then he had opened it, inadvertently spilling it all over his Armani sports jacket. After that little mishap, he had filled the glass for her, and the bitch had barely taken a sip. Instead, she had gazed out of the window as if bored, ignoring his valiant attempts at conversation. The truth was, in the limo, with only the two of them as witnesses, that was okay. But how about on the plane, when he had to impress his goddamn father? Not to mention the Asian prison guard. Carrie Anton had to shape up and put on some kind of show, or he was royally with an F. He considered the situation. She had her own money, plenty of adulation, a hot career. What could he possibly offer her that she didn't already have? Of course, there was always Eduardo, but he was a done deal, paid for, and waiting in a luxurious suite at the hotel. What to offer the bitch? That was the question. And then it came to him. A movie career. Yes! Every supermodel he had ever known had lusted after a movie career. They all fancied themselves as the next Cameron Diaz. Carrie, he said slowly as the lemon drew to a halt. You ever met Marty Scorsese? Scorsese? I said near pronounce, right? You ever met Marty Scorsese? No, she said, not really interested. The reason I ask, he said, persevering, is because he'll be at the fight, and he happens to be a very good friend of mine. She considered his words for a minute. A very good friend, he added, in case she hadn't gotten it the first time. She said, licking her full lips with a surprisingly pointed pink tongue. Already done a movie. A flop, he said, remembering her debut in a tits and ass debacle in which the producers had her running around in a barely there t-shirt, cavorting with a lackluster co-star. It was an action adventure film, Carey said, a touch huffy. No, darling, Joel corrected, quite pleased with himself. It was a genuine piece of crap. Well, that's your opinion, she muttered, every reviewers in America, he said, guessing accurately. You see, Carrie, the way to make it in the movies is with an A number one director, like Scorsese, she said. The thought of meeting the talented director finally sinking in. He did it for Sharon Stone. He had to show her Snatch. Not for Scorsese. For him, she got nominated for an Oscar. Really? Casino. Oh, something, huh? Well, my agent says, forget about agents, he interrupted. They don't know shit. What you need is to meet one of these big time directors on a personal level. I can meet anyone I want, she said defiantly. Sure you can, he answered soothingly, but you got to realize meeting them at the right time in the right place, it means a lot. And what with Marty being such a close friend of the family? He trailed off, allowing her time to think about it, which she did. Introduce me, she said. Be nice to me in front of my old man, and I will. And so they made a bargain, and Joel wondered how the hell he was going to pull this one off on account of the fact that he didn't even know Martin Scorsese, let alone have any idea if the director was in Vegas. He'd find a way. He always did. Mr. This Joel is such a crook. This Joel believed that because his daddy's got money, he can do just about anything he wants and he can get away with it. Did Jamie call you? Madison asked, sampling a piece of irresistible apple pie sent to their table by the desert chef. Was she supposed to? Natalie asked. I guess you'll hear, Madison ventured. Only I wanted it to come from her first. Now hear what? Things are not good. She put a detective on him, and it's really bad. Don't tell me that, Natalie groaned. Not Jamie and Peter. Not my dream couple. I'm sorry to say the dream couple are about to hit a brick wall. Is he getting it on with someone else? You could say that. Somebody, not just anybody, but somebody Jamie knows. What on there? It's not for me to say. Why not? Natalie demanded, determined to know everything. Because I'd sooner she told you my why she talk like that? Because I'd sooner she told you herself. You see why I stumble over that because it not sound right? Okay, because I'd rather she told you herself. What would be by I'd sooner? What kind of language that? Yeah, because I'd rather she told you herself. Why? If you can make the time, it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to fly to New York. Right now, she needs her friends around her. When are you going back? Madison took a deep breath. The very thought of going back was a total turnoff. Go back to what? Michael and his lies? No. She could do without her father for a while. He was a man she didn't know anymore, and merely thinking about him gave her a creepy feeling. I was hoping to stop off in LA for a few weeks, she said vaguely. I'd love that, Natalie said excitedly. So would Cole. Baby bro is crazy about you. Well, it's mutual. Shame he's gay, though, Natalie mused. The two of you would have made a lovely couple. You're about the most unrealistic person I know, Madison said, shaking her head in wonderment. Natalie giggled. It's more fun that way. I guess, Madison said, thinking about the events of the last few months. After everything I've been through, I could do with a little fantasy. You know, I was saying to Jamie the other day, I think I belong on the Jerry Springer show. You? Natalie said, raising a skeptical eyebrow. Miss Classy Boots? Don't give me that crap, Madison said, pushing the tempting dessert away. How is Cole anyway? Doing okay. He and Mr. Mogul seem to be the couple of the year. I thought you hated Mr. Mogul. Well, I did, but at least he has kept Cole close for a while, so that makes me feel more secure. The man has a reputation for dumping the prettiest boys in town. Cole's a great guy and smart. Why would anyone dump him? Well, hey, I'm just the critical sister who only wants the best for my baby brother. Madison nodded. She enjoyed being with Natalie. Like Jamie, Natalie was the sister she had never had. Telling her everything over lunch had been a cathartic experience. Now it was time to return to work. She glanced at her watch. I'd better get moving, she said. The man who would be champ is waiting. Not. Me too, Natalie agreed. I'm doing a sit down with Jimmy Smits, and that I do not know, and that I do not want to be late for. Lucky you, Madison said. I get stuck with a boxer when I'd sooner be in Washington talking to a politician. Politicians are way worse than boxers, Natalie said knowledgeably. They're so horny. It's pathetic. I interviewed a senator last week and practically jumped 10 feet in the air when he stuck his goddamn hand up my skirt. What? Oh, oh, Madison said knowingly. The Clinton legacy, isn't it? My cameraman was falling down laughing. What did you do? Continue the interview. What else? Hey, 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 she grinned. Nobody can ever accuse me of not being professional. What? But if you put in an upper skirt, that's where all professionalism over. Cause two bucks, right? All right, me prepare on for this the last page, okay? You are something, Natalie. Yeah, tell me about it. Madison snapped her fingers for the check. My check, Natalie insisted as the waiter appeared at their table. No, mine, Madison argued. The magazine will pay. It's all taken care of, their waiter said, a cowlick of mud brown hair drifting on his forehead. Compliments of Wolfgang. A sly wink directed towards Natalie. He watches your show too. Why, thanks, Natalie said, wide smile springing into action. And your name is? Willem. You deserve a tip, Willem. It's not necessary, he said. Yes, it is, Natalie answered crisply. Change your name. It's the best tip you'll ever get. Change your name from Willem. Our man that name Willem, Willem. That is the end of the reading for tonight. That is the end of the reading for tonight. TikTok so them give me strike. I don't know what them give me. They give me two restrictions. I don't know what they give me restrictions for. Like, thank you, Supermom. TikTok and what's them days numbered. Tomorrow the 14th. Tomorrow the 14th. TikTok, you have 5 more days. You have 5 more days to come down. So you can't go and think that me are your problem. And I'm your problem. I come take out your problems for me. I come take out the problems For me, boy, might give me restrictions to read one book. Go and go sit on one side. Oh, thank you, yeah, super mom. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. But I read no more. Why don't want me to read more this hours of the night? You know, see a late night. You know, see a late night. Me didn't want to know if you hear what Rosarita do to Dexter. But we have to go leave that for tomorrow night. And tomorrow night we're gonna read for longer. Tomorrow night we actually are gonna read. Tomorrow night we actually are gonna read for both. You're on vacation mode right now. Tomorrow night we're gonna be able to read a little bit longer because I come from work from like early 6 o'clock or so. So I can get done when I got done around the house and then we can start the reading earlier, maybe like 7:30 or so. So we can almost read off the book tomorrow. Cause I did read it. Let me see how many chapters it have. Chapter number 62 chapters it have. I would just done read 42. So we have Yaga Jamaica. Lord have mercy, enjoy yourself. You know, so February coming up, so them gonna have whole heap of shows for Bob Marley month. Yeah, Jamaica Black History Month, February. There's going to be a lot going on, so you'll have a lot of places to go. Yeah, man, you have to enjoy yourself down there. Me say out of Richmond I go on with itself. Me say out of Richmond I go on with itself. That's where all the shows happen, and then the traffic. The traffic gets so bad, people can't go around and come around as then like the traffic just terrible. But you go and enjoy yourself. That's the best thing you can do is enjoy yourself. Yeah, don't my way there, so. Don't a Richmond. Them say Richmond out there everything what a Chucker Cove. And that's so them have. You got Portland, what a Portland you go. You got I wish what I would out a Portland. You got a Porty. You got a Porty. You go that's what a Portland you go again. That's what a Portland. Sometimes I don't remember the places of Portland. Windsor Castle. Windsor Castle, they out of Port Antonio out there, so they don't. We got Windsor Castle already. You got Windsor Castle already. Yeah. And out there side there. You know, Windsor Castle out. No, they out of Port Antonio side. Oh, my bad. But we got Windsor Castle already. Oh, Windsor Castle before Buff Bay. Oh, that's a weird down here, so. Because then Buff Bay, go Orange Bay, go Oak Bay, go up there, so. Okay. Buff Bay, that's where me come from. And we go back a lifelong occupation. Anywho. Yeah, Windsor Forest. Oh, Windsor Forest. Oh, me I make a mistake. Oh, not Windsor Castle. Windsor Forest. Windsor Forest. Before you reach above Bay there, so there, you turn up on your right hand side there, so. No, up there, so. Somewhere around there, so. Somewhere in Jamaica. Let me just leave it at that. Somewhere in Jamaica. Back in the day, those places were my playground, but not anymore. Honestly say almost middle of the night. What? Okay, 5 miles from Buff Bay. All right, so just to right up the road there, so. It just to right up the road there, so. Because when you come on the coast there, so you reach a Buff Bay, you come around over, what a place the name? Whitehall, White House, Orange Bay. Come round there, so they. Oak Bay, go up there, so. St. Margaret's Bay, go on up, go on up. Whole heap of Bay until you reach a Porty. Somewhere around there, so. Yeah, me have an idea. Yeah, me have an idea what you're talking about. Yeah, but me not read no more for the rest of the night. Tomorrow, Shala appreciate you. Tomorrow night, we are going to read some more. We're going to read close to the end. So maybe by Wednesday, we should finish. Tomorrow, we can read maybe like for 3 hours or so. And see if we can read off the book. Because the story nice. But I want to know if you hear what happened between Rosarita and Dexter. Because remember, so Rosarita is planning to off Dexter. And we're going to be here for it. Yeah. And then remember that Chaz has carried Varumba with him to Vegas, and his daughters are not happy. But she gonna go meet her grandmother who lives over there as well. And she's hoping that Chaz is going to engage her. He's gonna ask her to marry him or something like that. Me nicer than the story, so may I tell you. And then there is Joel. Joel wanted to be the top notch over there. So Joel carried the hottest model, paying for everything to carry the hottest model because he wants to show off and create an illusion of this model wanting him. She ain't got nothing to do with him anyways, but he's spending his money to take her over there. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this story. A lot going on. And we're going to come back to it. We're going to come back to it tomorrow night. I want to say thanks to everybody. Supermom, thank you for the gifts. What's her name again? Shala. Good as. I don't know, sometimes I can't remember no name, you know. At age, I age out. I age out. Oh my goodness. You don't have to forgive me. You don't have to forgive me, man. Cho. G's and P's. KZN. Sparkle Muffin. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. All right, lovely people. So I will see you all again tomorrow when we'll be back here, same time, same place, when we will continue with the reading of this book, Lethal Seduction. All right, I hope you all enjoy the reading as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. That's going to be it from me for tonight, my friends. Until next time, we're gone on my bed. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna get myself together and go sleep. Okay? Later, Shaller. We will talk, Shaller. Later, Winsome. And the others. See you later, alligator. We will talk. All right? Winsome, later.